Hey, how's it going? Are you getting high churn, a lot of refunds, your members are quitting, there's low engagement in your community? This is one of the best ways you can address that, okay? We're going to create a solid, robust, and exciting onboarding system, okay? I'm going to give you a framework and how to deliver the onboarding system, okay? My name's John. I'm on a mission to help membership site owners scale to 7 figures, and this video is one of the things which helps you to keep all of the hard work you've done leading up to this point, because we don't want our members to quit. We want them to have a great time inside our community and ultimately become our marketing assets themselves, in the sense that they refer their friends, they talk about us, they give us praise and all that good stuff, okay? So if you want to know more details and some exact structure that I use to help people achieve this, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go and check that out, but no worries. If not, you'll find a lot of value from this video alone. Let me just move my big stupid head over to that side. And the framework, well, you can see everything here, you know, but let's go through this piece by piece, okay? So I'm going to give you this framework that is not highlighted in yellow here. These are the pieces you include in your onboarding process. This is one of those wonderful tasks that we build once and it runs forever, okay? And then you're going to onboard them 3 times in 3 different ways. So you potentially, I'm sure you're doing a short email sequence, yeah, at least. You might have a welcome course. You can see what we're going to discuss here, but let's get into it. So these are the pieces you go through in order in your onboarding. Okay, so first you welcome them, you celebrate, you get excited, and you're like, yes, like, thanks for joining. I'm so glad you're here. You know, you've made a great decision, and you welcome them. And if your membership platform has a user profile feature in it, you know, you make sure that they put their photo in there and their details and fill in the information there. Okay, this is going to help them massively to have an identity inside of your community. Okay, so they're all in, they're welcomed, their profile set up. That takes like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you know. Then we move into, this is probably a piece you're missing. You must continue to sell your members even after they've bought from you. Hear this, because some people, the doubt creeps in and they lose their way, and we need to constantly re-engage them by reminding them of the situation they were in or have been in and the desired outcome they have. Okay, so why are they here has 2 reasons. One, because of you, but that's 20% of it. 80% of it is because they have a goal, they have a dream, a desire, they want to achieve something, you know, whether they're learning a new skill or whether they're overcoming a problem. Okay, so you want to help them remember in the onboarding process, and by the way, repeatedly throughout their time as a member, why they joined. And they joined because they're in Hell Island, right? They have a situation they don't want to be in, or they have a Heaven Island, which is a desired situation they want to be in, and you are the boat to take them there. Your membership site is the party boat that's going to get them there, right? That's it, and a little bit about you. Just a quick thing about your experience, who you've served, how many you've served, why they should listen to you. And then we move on to the next piece, which would be a show not tell component, where you give them a video tour of the membership portal. You show them what's inside, how to access it, what the menu buttons are. You give them a video tour of the membership portal, how to access content, how to get support if they get stuck, and how to cancel. Yes, you want to show people how to cancel in the onboarding. All right, they want to be fully aware of everything and feeling at home, and navigating and orientating themselves is not an issue. Okay, there is a goal at the end of this part that you want them to commit to watching the first piece of content. Okay, we'll get back to that in a moment. Then you move on to the final major piece, which would be intro to the community. So you've welcomed them yourself. They feel great. By the way, a little side note here, which I should have brought up earlier in this video, but the onboarding process is so important. The first 7 to 30 days of your new members' experience inside your community sets the tone for the whole experience they're going to have with you. Okay, if they just come in and it's like silence and they're left alone and they don't know which way to turn, you better expect that they're going to cancel soon or not even engage in your community. On the other hand, if you follow this system and over deliver and be very present and hold their hand and welcome them and do everything you can to get them moving from day one, that is going to just set them off on a momentum path towards the desired outcome with much more probability. Okay, and another important piece of that is the community. So you've welcomed them and accepted them into your world, but also there's a community, there's a group of people. So now you need to introduce them to everybody else. So imagine you have a house party, you've just welcomed them, or it's your boat, you know, and they've just come on board, you've taken their ticket, and you've welcomed them, you've showed them the housekeeping rules, and they feel great, and they know where to go for this, that, and this. Okay, now you want to take them to the dance floor and show them to everybody and introduce them. Okay, you want to tell your community rules and guidelines. You want to tell the principles and values, what you will and will not tolerate, how to interact, how to get support, right? And then, of course, you want to get them to make their first post, their first community post. That's another action. Okay, we'll come back to that. If you have a transformational journey map and a step-by-step process, which you should have, by the way, if you don't, I've got videos on that as well. There is a likely that they're going to need to self-assess themselves to be able to place themselves inside of your journey. So not everyone's starting point is the same, right? We all have the same outcome. We all have this dream place, this heaven island we want to reach, and that's where your party boat is going. But not everyone starts in the same place. People get on at different points in the journey. So you want to help them to find their place in your process with a self-assessment, okay? So just explain how that works in the onboarding process, and then that's it. You just do a quick recap of the whole thing. You just remind them what you covered and give them their next steps, okay? Their next steps is twofold. It's the two action items I'm about to tell you, and then just what to expect from you. So are you doing live group calls every week? What's the date and schedule of that? How many emails should they expect from you? Is there some kind of like deliverable? Just remind them of what to expect, you know, like how it works, you know, but give them these two actions as well. So the recap, the next steps, what to expect, and these two actions. Action one is make them go and watch their first piece of content. Tell them to fill the self-assessment, fill the profile, and go and watch the first piece of content. You want them to start consuming your stuff now. You want to start the journey today, now, this moment. And the second action is to engage in the community. Get them to make their first post. Give them 3 prompt questions if they're stuck and they don't know what to say, and ask them to share something personal. This is key to building connections within your community outside of the topic you address. So let's say you're helping people with dog training, okay? Well, those dog lovers also have other hobbies, you know, maybe they like painting, maybe they like cycling, you know. Have them mention that, and then other people who also like the same things now have a common ground to start a conversation. And you've now introduced this member to the community, and the community is engaging and getting to know each other and getting tightly knit and staying together, okay? Sounds good, right? So how do we do this? How do we onboard them? Those are the pieces, but how do we get them to them? Well, an automated email sequence, okay, you will have all 3 of these, by the way. The automated email sequence is day 1 is welcome and set your profile up, send them the logins again, make sure they get logged in, make sure they get set up. Day 2 is reminding them of why they joined and the end goal and a little bit about yourself, get them re-engaged and re-excited, and tell them what to expect, that you're going to send them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 emails over the next 5 or 6 days. Day 3 is this one, day 4 is this one, okay? If you have the self-assessment, that'll probably get sent on day 1, but then you can follow up with it on this day of the onboarding email sequence, the automated email sequence, that to remind them if they've done it and the value of it. All right, and then a recap email with the next steps, including those 2 actions. If you haven't done it yet, it's day 6. If you still haven't watched your first piece of content and engaged in the community, it's now or never kind of thing, right? Then a welcome course. The welcome course can just be one video flying through all of this. You can just do it as simple as that. or you can break it down into separate videos, you know, video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, etc. Okay, so you would record a person, like a welcome, you would remind them why they came, and then you would do a screen share inside of the portal showing them how to get access everything, okay? And I think it's pretty simple, right? A recorded video, but just following this framework. And then here's the kicker. This one is super valuable because, and you don't tell anybody about this up front, okay? This is kind of like an over-deliver component. So you're over-delivering. So they've joined your membership. They're so excited to be there. And now they get invited to this live onboarding call, okay? And of course they can have an access to the replay if they can't come live. But the live onboarding call would happen maybe once a month, once every 2 weeks. That depends on you and your business and how many new members you're getting and how often you're getting new members, okay? But you would set up a schedule, block it off on your calendar and automate it. And on the live onboarding call, you will go through this framework, this script, piece by piece, okay? And you can just answer questions along the way, or you can have them save the questions till the end. And this is why we have a Q&A section at the end here. This is for the live onboarding call. So now you've onboarded them, they've been getting the emails, there's a welcome course for them there as well, and you've went through these steps live for them. So that's like 3 times they're getting reminded of all these things. Now they just feel really like clear and welcomed and excited, and the goal is to give them clarity, and the clarity is those 2 steps. Just get them to interact in the community and get them to consume the first bit of content. Okay, you can even make them commit on the live call. If they haven't commented in the community, you can make them do it right now. You can literally say, right, I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to give you 5 minutes, go and post in the community. Let me know when you've done it. Literally on the call. And if they haven't watched the content, the second piece, you just make them find a time. Tell them, get your diary out, look at your schedule, you know, make a commitment, block it. When are you going to carve out an hour to start? Okay, and that's it. And then at the end of the call, you go to the Q&A section and you just open the floor for questions. And you've got 2 options here as well, by the way. One option is to answer questions on anything related to your topic. Okay, now this kind of approach generally makes the call go longer, but obviously adds a lot more value. Becomes like a coaching call for them, right? They get to ask you questions and about their journey and the specific topic, okay? So if you do that, it's great, but you'll get a lot of questions and you could go for a while. It's up to you. Second option is just to say, does anyone have any questions about what we've covered, right? So you keep all of the questions specifically related to how to navigate the portal and the community, basically. All right. So there you have it. That's a solid onboarding system. If you want to know how this fits into your overall membership business and how it links to the delivery and the self-assessment and how to create that transformational journey map and all of that good stuff, like I said, there's a link down below in the description. I don't care if you click it or not. Okay, I left it there for those of you who want to click it, but just so you know, if you do click it, I want to be transparent. You know, I'm not hiding behind anything here. It's going to take you to a page to put your email, and you'll get my free download. Okay, and then you'll be on my email list, and I'll be sending you emails with lots of value and occasionally asking you to hopefully buy from me. Okay, so that's there for you if you want it. You're most welcome, but it's not why I make these videos. I'm going to make as many of these videos as I can because I want you to cut through all the noise and get rid of all of that confusion and just know where to focus and find the best path to get those 1,000 members, those multi-6 figures and 7 figures. Okay, so that's there. If you like this video, hit the like button so you know I get to know it, YouTube gets to know it. And then of course you can leave comments. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. Please put in the comments any content ideas you have as well, what you want me to make videos on, and subscribe if you liked it and found it valuable. You'll get shown more stuff like this. Okay, so that's it. I'm super grateful for your watching. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead, like night, whatever time of day it is. Enjoy it, you know, and don't worry, you've got this. You know, we can do this. Get amongst it, get after it. Okay, piece by piece we get ahead. You're on a wonderful path. All the best. All right, see you.